For me, ideas generate over time. I find inspiration from all different places, and sometimes it's very unexpected. When I worked on the Carlsbad Fire Station in 2015, I also went on a backpacking trip with 3 friends. And towards the end of that hike, 4 fires started in Yosemite Park. And at the end of that hike, we ended up sitting in the mess hall with 5 firefighters. And they talked to us about how they were able to fight the fire and contain the fire. That was really informative for me, and also it gave me a kind of an ember of an idea, so to speak. And I wanted to create an art piece that talked about containing fire. And to do that, I thought I have to come up with, some kind of structure that will hold that. So when I was in the Netherlands a couple years before that, I went to a garden exhibition where they used gabion walls with various materials in them, and I thought that could contain glass, and if it were internally lit, it would look like embers. When the request for the proposal for Solana Beach came up for their fire station, I thought this is a perfect opportunity to create contained fire within a landscape. What I wanted to do is take that idea that was germinated years ago and create a design that would tell a story through glass, ceramic, metal, and light. I started by experimenting with the glass. I took the soda ash glass that I bought from Southwest Boulder and I put that into different cages, and then I realized that I had to break every piece of glass in order for the light to be refracted correctly. And once I did that, then Kathy and I experimented with different sizes of cages to get just the right thickness of glass for the light to shine through, and then to get the most pleasing mosaic of colors. Once that was determined, I finalized the design drawings, and then Stanford Signs created the engineering drawings. The City of Solana Beach approved them, and then Stanford Signs went forward and fabricated the structure, or the firewall, that was going to contain the glass. The fused glass on the front of the piece was created by glass artist Chris Austin, and it's a beautiful addition to the piece. Chris selected glass colors that would coordinate well with the chunk glass. She took her glass, melted it, and fused it into larger glass panels. Then I designed microscopic plant image transfers that Chris took and fired those onto the larger fused glass panels. The ceramics of the piece on the front of the sculpture are all handmade. I've individually textured them, dried them, and then bisque fired them to 1800 degrees. Once the tiles were bisqued, I created countless glaze tests because I wanted to get just the right color that would highlight the textures but not overpower the color of the glass. The textured ceramics create a frame for the organic shapes of the fused glass. The ring saw was used to cut the tile and glass curves. A lot of thought and time was put into the way the mosaics were arranged and the flow of color within the piece. After we cleaned everything, we glued it all together, grouted it, and got it ready to install. While finishing up in the studio, the landscape designed by VDLA Landscape Architects was being installed on site. The goal was to remove the existing grass. Then we installed 2 seating areas with boulders and DG, and we did this with the help of the Solana Beach Civic and Historical Society. We only used low water, fire resistant, and native plants. The Solana Beach Garden Club helped create an educational native plant garden. After the foundation was prepared, Stanford Signs delivered and installed the metal firewall structure. Then we placed the glass and ceramic mosaic panels in the front. The hand placement of each piece of soda ash chunk glass took about 8 days. We worked in groups of 4, with 2 people inside dropping the glass in, and then 2 people on the outside carefully arranging the glass into a mosaic format. To finish it off, we added the top bar and the door in the back. The piece transforms with the changing light. It also changes based on your viewing distance. From far away, you'll see color and form. From close up, you'll notice the microscopic images of flora and fauna in the fused glass. You'll also notice the textures of the soda ash glass. The piece communicates the idea of contained fire rising from the landscape, while the organic forms of the sculpture bring it into harmony with the natural form of the plants.